Every single day, 1 in 4 seniors falls. That is over 14 million older adults hitting the ground each year in America alone. But here is what will shock you. 95% of hip fractures are caused by falling, and 20% of seniors who break their hip die within a year. What if I told you there is one simple exercise that takes just 2 minutes daily and can reduce your fall risk by up to 78%? This is not some complicated gym routine or expensive equipment. This is something you can do right now in your living room, and it is so effective that physical therapists consider it the gold standard for fall prevention. I am about to reveal the #1 exercise that prevents falls in seniors, backed by decades of research and used by rehabilitation specialists worldwide. This single movement will transform your balance, strengthen your core, and give you the confidence to move freely again. By the end of this video, you will know exactly how to perform this life-changing exercise and why it works so incredibly well. Falls are not a normal part of aging, despite what many people believe. This is a dangerous myth that has convinced millions of seniors to accept unsteady walking and fear of falling as inevitable. The truth is that your balance can be dramatically improved at any age with the right approach. Over the past 30 years, researchers have studied thousands of seniors to identify which interventions actually prevent falls. What they discovered will surprise you. It is not about getting stronger legs or better vision, though those help. It is about retraining one specific system in your body that most people never think about. Here's what makes this particularly urgent. Your risk of falling doubles every 5 years after age 65. But here's the incredible part. This single exercise can reverse that trend and actually make you more stable than people 20 years younger. Today, I am going to break down exactly why this exercise is so powerful, show you step by step how to perform it correctly, and reveal the 3 critical mistakes that make most balance exercises completely worthless. You will also discover the shocking reason why traditional strength training often fails to prevent falls, and why this 2-minute daily routine succeeds where everything else fails. But first, let me ask you something that might save your life. When was the last time you stood on one foot for more than 10 seconds? If you cannot do this easily, you are already at high risk for a serious fall. The hidden system that controls your balance. Most people think balance comes from their legs or their inner ear, but cutting-edge research has revealed something extraordinary. Your balance is actually controlled by 3 interconnected systems working together like a sophisticated computer network. When one system fails, the others must compensate instantly, or you fall. The first system is your vision. Your eyes constantly scan your environment and send position data to your brain. The second is your vestibular system in your inner ear, which detects motion and spatial orientation. But here is the system that changes everything, your proprioceptive system. Proprioception is your body's ability to sense where you are in space without looking. Close your eyes and touch your nose. That is proprioception working. This system relies on thousands of tiny sensors in your muscles, joints, and tendons that constantly report your body position to your brain. Here's the shocking truth. Proprioception degrades faster than any other balance system as we age. By age 70, most people have lost 40% of their proprioceptive ability. This is why you might feel unsteady in the dark or when walking on uneven surfaces. But here is what will amaze you. This decline is completely reversible with the right training. Why traditional balance exercises fail. Physical therapy clinics across America are filled with seniors doing the wrong balance exercises. They stand on foam pads, practice walking heel to toe, or use expensive balance boards. These approaches might help slightly, but they miss the fundamental problem. Traditional balance training focuses on static positions, holding still while balancing. But think about when you actually fall. Do you fall while standing perfectly still? Of course not. You fall during transitions, when stepping off a curb, turning around, or reaching for something. This is why the exercise I'm about to show you is revolutionary. Instead of training static balance, it trains dynamic stability, your ability to maintain control while moving. This single distinction makes all the difference between exercises that work and exercises that waste your time. Recent studies from Johns Hopkins University followed over 2,000 seniors for 5 years. Those who performed traditional balance exercises reduced their fall risk by only 18%. But those who focused on dynamic stability training reduced their fall risk by 78%. The difference is staggering, and it all comes down to one specific movement pattern. If you are finding this information valuable and want to see more content about healthy aging and fall prevention, please hit that subscribe button now. I share science-backed strategies every week that can genuinely transform your quality of life. The #1 exercise revealed. The exercise that prevents more falls than any other is called the single leg stance with perturbation. Do not let the fancy name intimidate you. This is incredibly simple to perform. Here is how it works. You stand on one leg while deliberately challenging your balance in controlled ways. This forces your proprioceptive system to work overtime, rapidly rebuilding those crucial position sensors throughout your body. But here's the secret that makes this exercise so powerful. You must add what researchers call perturbations. These are small, controlled challenges that force your balance system to adapt and strengthen. Let me walk you through the exact technique that has been proven most effective. Start by standing behind a sturdy chair or next to a wall for safety. Place your hands lightly on the support. You want to feel secure, but not rely completely on it. Lift your right foot off the ground, bending your knee to about 90 degrees. Keep your standing leg slightly soft, not locked straight. Now comes the crucial part, the perturbations. While balancing on your left leg, slowly turn your head left and right. This challenges your vestibular system while your proprioceptive system works to maintain stability. After 30 seconds, close your eyes for 10 seconds. This forces your proprioceptive system to work without visual input. Switch legs and repeat the entire sequence. The total time is just 2 minutes, but the impact on your balance system is extraordinary. Here is what makes this so effective. Each perturbation forces different parts of your balance system to communicate and coordinate. Your brain rapidly builds new neural pathways and strengthens existing ones. Within just 2 weeks of daily practice, most people notice dramatic improvements in their stability. The science behind the magic University of Pittsburgh. Researchers recently published a groundbreaking study that explains exactly why this exercise works so well. They used advanced brain imaging to observe what happens when seniors perform single leg stance with perturbations. The results were remarkable. After just 4 weeks of daily practice, participants showed increased activity in the cerebellum, the brain region responsible for balance and coordination. Even more impressive, they developed new neural connections between the cerebellum and other brain areas involved in movement control. Dr. Sarah Martinez, the lead researcher, called this the most significant improvement in balance function we have ever measured in a clinical trial. Participants not only became more stable, but they also reported increased confidence in their daily activities. But here is what really shocked the research team. The improvements continued even after participants stopped the exercise routine. Brain scans showed that the new neural pathways remained active for months, providing lasting protection against falls. This is completely different from traditional strength training, where benefits disappear quickly if you stop exercising. The brain changes from proprioceptive training appear to be permanent. What do you think about this research? Have you noticed changes in your balance as you have gotten older? Share your experience in the comments below. Your story might help someone else take action to prevent a serious fall. Advanced variations for accelerated results. Once you can comfortably perform the basic single leg stance for 60 seconds with eyes closed, you are ready for advanced variations that will supercharge your results. The first progression is the dynamic reach. While standing on one leg, slowly reach forward with your arms as if grabbing something off a table. Return to the starting position and reach to each side. This mimics real-world movements that often trigger falls. The second progression is the cognitive challenge. While balancing on one leg, count backward from 100 by sevens. This dual tasking forces your brain to manage balance while processing information. Exactly what happens when you walk and talk simultaneously. The most advanced variation is the surface progression. Start on a firm surface, then progress to standing on a pillow, then a folded towel. Each surface change increases the proprioceptive challenge and accelerates your improvement. Research from the Mayo Clinic shows that seniors who master these progressions reduce their fall risk by an additional 22% beyond the basic exercise. They also report feeling more confident during activities like grocery shopping, climbing stairs, and walking on uneven sidewalks. But remember, Progression should be gradual. Master each level completely before moving to the next challenge. The 3 critical mistakes that ruin everything. Even with the correct exercise, most people make devastating mistakes that completely eliminate the benefits. Avoid these errors at all costs. Mistake number 1 is holding on too tightly to support. Your hands should barely touch the chair or wall. Just enough to feel secure, but not enough to provide significant support. If you grip tightly, you prevent your balance system from engaging properly. Mistake number 2 is practicing on the same surface every day. Your proprioceptive system adapts quickly and stops improving if the challenge remains constant. You must progressively increase difficulty to continue gaining benefits. Mistake number 3 is the most dangerous. Stopping the exercise once you feel more stable. Many seniors quit after a few weeks because they feel confident again. But maintaining these gains requires consistent practice. Think of it like brushing your teeth. It is a daily habit that prevents problems. Dr. Robert Chen from Stanford Medical Center tracked over 500 seniors who stopped their balance training after initial improvements. Within 6 months, 83% had returned to their original fall risk levels. Those who continued daily practice maintained their improvements indefinitely. The lesson is clear. Consistency beats intensity every single time. This information could literally save your life or the life of someone you love. If you are committed to staying strong and independent as you age, please subscribe to this channel right now. I regularly share proven strategies that help seniors maintain their health and vitality. Real success stories that will inspire you. Margaret Thompson was 78 when she first tried this exercise. She had fallen 3 times in the previous year and was terrified to leave her house alone. Her daughter insisted she see a physical therapist, who taught her the single-leg stance with perturbations. Within 3 weeks, Margaret could stand on one leg for 45 seconds with her eyes closed. After 2 months, she was hiking with her local senior group again. She has not fallen once in the 18 months since starting this routine. But Margaret's story is not unique. Physical therapy clinics across the country report similar transformations. Seniors who felt unsteady and fearful become confident and active again in a matter of weeks. James Rodriguez, age 82, had given up playing with his grandchildren because he was afraid of falling. After 6 weeks of daily practice, he was back on the playground, chasing his 5-year-old grandson. His balance test scores improved by 67%. These stories highlight an often overlooked aspect of fall prevention: the psychological benefits. Fear of falling creates a vicious cycle where you become less active, which makes you weaker and more likely to fall. This exercise breaks that cycle by rebuilding both physical stability and mental confidence. The daily routine that changes everything. Consistency is the key to lasting results. Here is the exact daily routine that has proven most effective in clinical studies. Morning practice. Perform the basic single-leg stance for 30 seconds on each leg immediately after getting out of bed. This activates your proprioceptive system for the entire day and reduces your fall risk during morning activities when many seniors are most unsteady. Evening practice. Complete the full 2-minute routine before dinner. This second session reinforces the neural pathways and accelerates your improvement. Weekend challenges. Once weekly, test your progress by seeing how long you can balance with eyes closed. Record your time and celebrate improvements. This tracking keeps you motivated and provides concrete evidence of your progress. The total time commitment is less than 5 minutes daily, but the protection it provides is immeasurable. Compare this to the average hospital stay for a hip fracture. 17 days at a cost of over $40,000, not counting the months of rehabilitation and potential loss of independence. Before we finish, I want to ask you to do something important. In the comments below, tell me what concerns you most about falling or balance issues. Your question might inspire a future video that helps thousands of seniors stay safe and independent. Let me recap the life-changing information you have just learned. Falls are not inevitable as you age, they are preventable with the right approach. The #1 exercise that prevents falls in seniors is the single-leg stance with perturbations. A 2-minute daily routine that rebuilds your proprioceptive system and creates lasting improvements in balance and stability. This exercise works because it trains dynamic stability rather than static balance, forcing your brain to develop new neural pathways that protect you during real-world movements. The science is overwhelming. Seniors who perform this exercise daily reduce their fall risk by up to 78%. Remember the 3 critical components. Stand on one leg, while adding controlled challenges like head turns and eye closure. Progress gradually to more difficult variations, and maintain consistent daily practice even after you feel more stable. The choice is yours. You can accept unsteadiness and fear of falling as normal aging, or you can take 2 minutes each day to rebuild your balance and reclaim your confidence. The research is clear, the technique is simple, and the results are life-changing. Your independence, your safety, and your quality of life depend on the actions you take right now. Do not wait until after a fall to start caring about your balance. Start today. Start with this exercise, and start building a stronger, more stable future. If this video has opened your eyes to the power of proper balance training, please give it a thumbs up and subscribe for more evidence-based strategies that help seniors thrive. Share this with anyone who could benefit from better balance and fewer falls. Your 2-minute daily investment starts right now. Stand up, find your support, and take the first step toward a more confident, stable you. The best exercise that prevents falls in seniors is now in your hands. Use it, master it, and transform your life with it.